Loewe, Loewe, Loewe. Hello beautiful people, my name is Ibiose. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Loewe. Before we get into that though, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody that watched my last two videos, specifically the New York Fashion Week video. There was an outpour of love and just support and views and likes on that video. A lot of you seem to have liked that video. There was a lot of commenting, a lot of watching, and I was so excited. Honestly, you guys made my whole week, like ever since the weekend. The video has just been going up and up and up and up. I now have over 300 subscribers and over 6,000 views as we speak from that one video. Reading the comments, seeing you guys just engage with that video, I'm so appreciative. When I'm seeing the new comments, I'm like, I'm freaking out. So thank you guys so much. Without further ado, let's get to today's video. Today's video is about Loewe. Loewe, Loewe, Loewe. Not low, not Loewe, not Lowe's like a furniture store. It is Loewe. Loewe. I wonder how many times I'm going to say Loewe in this video. Might be excessive, but like, you know, like, allow me to indulge, please. Loewe is an LVMH fashion house. It is a Spanish brand, but the name is actually German. That is why it is pronounced. That's why the W is really V. It's like remover. It's not remover. It's remover. It's German. So the V is really a W. If you see me looking down, I wrote some notes. I'm sorry, I'm not the owner of Loewe. I ain't gonna remember everything, so I wrote some notes and some pointers to kind of like keep me on track. So Loewe is actually a luxury fashion house, and it was founded in 1846. 1846. Okay, that's older than your mom and your granny too, and your great granny if you have one. A Spanish luxury fashion house. It was founded in Madrid in Spain, and it was founded by a group of craftsmen who were specialized in like luxury goods, luxury leather goods in 1846. But Loewe wasn't actually Loewe until about 1872. That's almost 30 years after, when the actual brand founder joined the group of craftsmen. So it was like a group of guys just chilling, you know, they were making some leather, and then almost 30 years later a guy comes in, you know, by the name of Enrique Loewe Rosberg. He was also specialized in leather goods as well. So that's when the brand actually was termed Loewe. You know, obviously his middle name was Loewe, so that's when the brand actually came like official, if you will. Initially they were producing leather goods for Spanish royalty, but it wasn't until 1995 when Loewe actually launched its first ready-to-wear collection. Now, are you keeping up with the timelines? Because when I say 1995, this is over 100 years later. Literally, they were just chilling. They were doing luxury goods, purses, the leather items. But like around the 80s to the 90s, LVMH actually acquired Loewe's distribution. In 1995, Loewe launched its first ready-to-wear collection, and in 1996, LVMH acquired Loewe. Isn't that interesting? So this brand has been working all this while, and it took literally that long for it to, you know, start to gain that huge recognition. Fast forward to 2008, Jonathan Anderson, who is Loewe's current creative director. Initially in 2008, Jonathan Anderson was not with Loewe. He just owned his brand JW Anderson, which you might know, you've heard of that before. The W I think stands for William. So he had his own brand initially. And then around like 2012, LVMH actually acquired minority stake in his brand JW Anderson, and then in 2013 LVMH asked Jonathan Anderson to actually be the creative director of Loewe, and since then, baby, Loewe has been hitting the sky. Why is Jonathan Anderson very important to Loewe? Because Jonathan Anderson basically revived this brand, gave this brand some life. This brand really started to level up and like really become like culturally acclaimed. It's very like creative. He has a very peculiar style, very kind of like idiosyncratic way of like presenting his art, but like still with a modern twist, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm going to insert some videos and some pictures for you to see, you know, his vibe, what Loewe is like, what he's done with the brand. Basically, he's somebody that looks to move according to beat of his own drum, you know what I mean? He's somehow managed to level up this brand but keep the DNA very much intact. The brand is very centered on this modern approach to craftsmanship, to art, to artistic innovation and all of that. So I think that Jonathan Anderson was the best decision they could have ever made for the brand, to be frank with you. A little background on Jonathan Anderson. He worked as a visual merchandiser for Prada, and then again in 2008 he started his brand JW Anderson, and around like 2012 he had a collab with Topshop, he had a collab with Versus, which is Versace's diffusion line, and then in 2013 LVMH acquired minority stake in his own brand, and that's when they also went ahead and added him as the creative director of Loewe. Since joining Loewe, he's had several major accomplishments, which I'm going to post for you guys to see as well, which is very normal for huge conglomerates like LVMH to sort of invest the brand. Obviously, like yes, you want me to be your creative director, but it's like, what am I gaining? Yes, you're gaining that experience, but like, it's also nice that they have stake in that because you have funding. A lot of these smaller designers, like, you can have the vision, but if you don't have funding, the brand's not really going to move that far. Today, Loewe produces luxury fashion items like ready-to-wear fashion for men and women. Of course, they still have their leather goods. They do have accessories, towels, journals, wallets, key rings, and belts, sunglasses, fragrances now, you name it, because fragrance is very huge for a lot of brands, because fragrance is kind of like the more affordable side of the brand that a lot of people, that the masses can kind of buy into. Sometimes you buy into brands starting with the smaller items, maybe a keychain, maybe a small wallet, maybe a fragrance. At Loewe today, Loewe is definitely for the fashion gal and gents who have an affinity for art, craft, design, and originality, and you can definitely see that when you look at the brand. The outlook of Loewe is led by an obsessive focus on craft and artisanal approach to design and manufacture. That's what their brand and their kind of like overall vibe is about. And when I was reading that, I was like, oh my god, this is so on point, because when I'm looking at Loewe items, the fashion, the shoes, the belts, the jackets, that is exactly what you're getting. You can see the craftsmanship, you can see the tailoring, you can see the design, you can see that this is something that will last forever. You can see, especially for their bags and their purses, this is where their DNA is. This is what they've honed this is where their talents are honed in. In terms of location, Loewe has about 150 stores worldwide. There is none in Canada, unfortunately, but they have an online store, loewe.com. They are also available in Nordstrom. They are available in Essence, Farfetch, Holt Renfrew if you are in Canada. Honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if H&M does a collaboration with them. I'm saying it here first, Loewe and H&M, and like, it just makes sense. I'm going to now take you guys through their website so that we can see and review some of the things that they sell. You can see the kind of styles that they carry. Now that you have a little bit of background about the brands, you can see what their website looks like. You can see the kind of items that they do carry. We'll start with their inflated collection, which is like their balloon collection. I'm sure you've seen it online. The balloon sunglasses, the balloon heels. Like, I think it's a very, very beautiful kind of like approach. It's a very, very creative and beautiful collection. Not just collection, but like, well, collection, yeah, because he basically did this in like the bag, the shoes, even like a necklace with a little balloon. I thought that was so cute. And a dress, a balloon dress. I mean, I think the creativity is creating. I'm sorry, like, there are not many people touching Jonathan Anderson right now in terms of pushing that envelope. We can see the balloon shoes, the white and red balloon shoes, the balloon inflated sunglasses. We've seen some of the sunglasses on basically all the fashion girls at this point. Nobody has worn this sunglasses like our girl Hilo Lux, Janae of Hilo Lux. She absolutely looks divine. There's a way the sunglasses just has a way of like just elevating whatever look you're wearing. Like if you're feeling, if I just add the sunglasses to this look now, it will just look like I tried. And that's the thing, that's the key with fashion. Sometimes you just need that one item that steps your outfit up without really trying too hard. It's like the glasses are speaking for themselves, and they're speaking to me, and they're speaking to you as well. They're speaking for everybody, baby. You ain't got to do much with these sunglasses on. Leather, of course, leather is always in with Loewe, so you should expect to see leather goods in terms of purses and shoes with Loewe all the time, because that is the basis of who they are. And I like and appreciate when brands stick to the DNA of who they are, because it's very easy to lose yourself. There's so many trends and so many things to copy, and so it's very easy to lose yourself in the sauce and in the trends. But it's very important to really stay true to your identity, so that the people who have loved you for all these hundreds of years can continue to love you, and to, you know, to have those kind of timeless pieces with you. The balloon sandals are really cute. I saw the black one on Monroe Steele this fashion week. She looks really good in them. I saw the boots that she was wearing as well. It's like this denim type of like folded kind of boots, which is really cool. It's almost like when you pull your pants and then the pants drop on the shoe. That's kind of what the boots remind me of, which is really cute. In terms of belts, like, oh my god, we know like Loewe does the belts. Like, remember the Obi belts, when everybody was wearing the Obi belts? Basically, the first person I really ever saw wear the Obi belt was Monroe Steele, and she wore it so nicely. Like, it again, with Loewe items, I just noticed that they kind of like upgrade your style without, like, you get the one item and it's just upgrades you because you just have that one item. That's how like each item stands out. That's the craftsmanship. That speaks to the craftsmanship that is going into this design, the art, the vision of the creative director to kind of like reimagine certain things, reimagine shoes, reimagine the belt. Why should the belt just be a belt? Why can't the belt be outrageous and be a peplum? Collection that they just had, I thought was very beautiful. This is their spring 2023 ready to wear collection. I thought that was very beautiful. They had this like huge anthurium plant that like kind of like rose out of the ground, and also was the background to a lot of the pieces. I thought that was very beautiful. They had some of the petals as tops on the shoes. The balloon shoes, the inflated shoes are they look so comfortable. I would just like their items just make you want to wear. I don't know what kind of, I've not had a brand have this kind of chokehold on me before. They have such an unexpected styling or unexpected kind of like design, but like I still want to wear it. So like you're still very different, still very peculiar, but like I still want to wear it. To strike that balance with pushing the art but then still be wearable, genius to me. I think this man deserves all his flowers. Deflated balloon heels, I mean, I need those in every single color. Like the collection was really beautiful. There were a lot of items I feel like I would grab from it. Maybe not everything, but a lot of it I would definitely gravitate towards. So yeah, that's it for me and Loewe. I really enjoyed going into a deep dive into Loewe, finding out about their history, where they came from, where they are now, and learning about the genius that is Jonathan Anderson. I mean, I'm sorry, that man deserves the flowers. From taking a 175-year-old brand and keeping it alive and relevant, and the relevance is not, it has not even peaked yet. That's the thing. We can see Loewe literally climbing day by day. Day by day, I feel like I'm seeing it climb even more and reaching those heights even more. That is a great investment by LVMH. Great decision, great choice. Shout out to Jonathan one time for being that man. I mean, you did that, Jonathan. You did that. One thing you did was that. All right, so thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope you learned a thing or two about Loewe, about Jonathan Anderson, about his accolades, his design, his artistic vision, his craftsmanship. I mean, just somebody who spearheads a house that can do that. I mean, just amazing. So shout out to you one time. I'm happy I was able to do a deep dive. I would definitely be keeping an eye out on this brand, and just, you know, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout and to seeing kind of like where they go. So as always, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. YouTube told me that a lot of you are watching these videos but you're not subscribing. Please smash that button, subscribe please, so that I can get to my 1,000 follower. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not making any money off of this, my dear. If you don't subscribe, I go just stay here with you. Please subscribe, help a sister out, okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you very soon in the next video, okay? Bye, I love you, peace.